welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And got his man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now he's going to step up and run. This one completes Alec Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 4 yards.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
now a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now 2nd and 5. First carry here for Jordan James. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Niners had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's James. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's to Amarian Hampton out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Play action. It's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. Edwards will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll look to throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's got room. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score. Chargers 21, 49ers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. James. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. Well, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st down, Chargers.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Hampton. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Adams, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Set. Wide 80. Wide right.
Again, Herbert. That one finds Pierce right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton, 29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Go!
Ready running with James. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The kick is good.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep here for Dobbs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. A beautiful fake. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
It's a gain of 37. And the Chargers first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Runs through the contact. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Built us up.
Now it's Herbert. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Shut up. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's James. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you to put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Give here to Hampton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He's got room to roam. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The run you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
This is 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Short throw to Dissler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And it dropped just inside of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's James. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk from 3 yards out. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Christian Harris. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Complete to McConkey. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And the Chargers first down.
The middle, it's Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
5-9,
Back to throw. Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Michael Williams showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 52 yards. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
49ers 30.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. His way forward.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. Still going inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 37.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to Hampton on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is second and long. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I need.
Here's third down at 5.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10.
Bronco 80.
Up the middle they go. It's James. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on second down.
70 lock back to 60. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown. And they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Herbert. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Herbert. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Now Herbert. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 27. First down, Chargers.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. That's complete. Pierce has it knocked loose. And out across midfield down to the 45. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of depletion when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Here's Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They work inside here, Hampton. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 23. 98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all my friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
2nd and 2. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
70 line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those